What, you taking a boxing class? Okay, sure.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, man.
On the field, that's a Dunze. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Touchdown Bears. Darnell Washington. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now back to throw. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it.
Good defense.
It doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield.
No, it's all good.
Right at the 48.
No, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown.
They made him stumble instead of letting me stick my hand up to bat it down. I'm trying to bat it down.
The Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And our statistician, Ben Ramsauer, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is...
Shit.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On first down, Wilkinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And powering through at the 35. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2 yards, good enough for a first. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the 49ers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No, my running back got hurt.
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the 49ers get a bit closer. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Do that.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard.
No, he didn't get hurt.
A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now
I put my backup, my rookie in.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC championship.
Yes, he's stronger than Purdy.
Going on 4th down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And spins away. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Ready up. Let's go now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Try to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a give right side. Devine. And he is going to have a Niners first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Right back to him on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Reek Willen.
That's some bullshit. I don't know how they let you pick that. That man's 6'7". That was some bullshit.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that.
I'm just saying I had position. Look at where the ball is at. And they gave you the ball. No, that's fine. I said they gave you the ball, so it's.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. And down he goes. The 49ers.
Should have just taken the 3. That's my fault.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play.
Oh, what's up, Kaiser?
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 25 yards on the play there.
You got lucky on that one.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL.
I'm telling you, the way you scrambled. That's what I was talking about.
Sports.
Yeah, I know. I left a gap. So I was trying to go inside.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man complete. That's Neal. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. Let's go. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. The slot man in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They work now on 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. 18, run. 18, run.
He'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So
you funny, buddy. You was funny. Yeah, you're right.
From 15 yards further upfield.
No, I'm not nervous at all.
And no run back.
I'm just mad at myself for not kicking that field goal at the end of the half because it could have been tied right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Back to throw here.
No, good play.
That is caught. He's across midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45.
That was a good delay route.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Oh.
The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
How the fuck he get open? Good play. Oh, never mind. I know how he got open.
This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot.
Oh, come on. I knew it was coming. Knew that bullshit was coming.
Darnell Washington.
Good play.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
No, I know what I'm doing.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right.
Shit.
He's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Way to be there. Shut up, buddy.
Here in the second half, want to try and make something
I know it was a bad throw. You ain't gonna tell me?
You're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Yep, he did. He baited me.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
No, you can talk. Do your thing.
Taken down inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic.
Do it too late.
And this one is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, set. 70 range.
Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go, trap. Ready.
They'll look to throw again.
They didn't. Oh,
Intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bears will have the football as
no.
this is taken up past
I
the
just
30.
made a bad throw.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering.
Could have said something if he wanted to.
But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
What? Unbelievable.
It's complete. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
That should have been an interception.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Here we go, set.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Neal. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach.
No, I just took too long to pick the play.
What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Hey, I ain't getting no time to run the ball.
Go.
Looking to throw.
Oh, my goodness.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
How you drop that? How the fuck do you drop that?
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh my goodness, that was stupid. Stupid play call on my part. Good defense.
It doesn't work out, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Flush to his right.
That's not.
The out route incomplete. It's Washington. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And this time
I can't have a fucking play I'm looking for.
And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16.
Shut up, Kills.
Pick up of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure.
You just had to rub it in, didn't you?
Touchdown, Bears.
Nothing. Nothing.
Setting his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it has been rough sledding pretty much from the start and on into this fourth quarter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. The Bears will be shuffling on to the Super Bowl. They are the NFC champs, as we say.